Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today, hopefully this is going to be a big treat. Funk Brewing Company, this is their Murmur. And guys, you can't even read the label on this. Reminds me of some of the Treehouse stuff. I know some of this stuff is brewery only release, but to me, I mean, it seems like you'd want the people that's buying it to be able to read the damn label. I know it's not sitting on the shelves at the beer stores and stuff. This one may be. I know the Treehouse is not. But it seems like, you write this stuff so almost invisible on the labels that you can't even see it. And I can't read what's written on the label. This was sent to me by my brother Rico. So Rico, thanks again, my brother. And the note he sent says 8% Imperial Stout. He says Untapped does not list what hops were used, but from tasting myself, he would guess Aussie hops from down under. It was around $20 for a 4-pack at the beer store. So he bought it at the beer store. So wouldn't you want the people looking at your beer to be able to read the label on it? Or put something on there that stands out and grabs your attention? I would if I was in charge, but I'm not. So they can do what they want to. But almost impossible to read the name on it. Now they put their Funk Brewing label on there in a big colorful logo, but you can't read the name of the beer. So I would change that if I was in charge, but I am not. So he says it was canned on March the 20th. So today is the April the 20th. So it is 1 month in the can. 420. Yeah, everybody knows what that means. 420. Except for this guy. Can't do that no more. This is an Imperial or a double IPA, being an 8%er. Says it's a rotating availability on Beer Advocate. And Untapped doesn't have any IBUs, and they say huge aromas of wild strawberries up front, salt, preserve, Meyer, lemons, and over-ripened mangoes on the end. And like he said, they're not listing the hops they used. It may be available on their website. I'm not sure. I never go to the beer's website. So it is what it is, a great big 16-ounce can. And like he said, the date is printed on the bottom. And the ABV is printed on the front. So, I mean, if you hold it just right in the light, you can see what it says. But unless the light is hitting it just right, you can't read the name of Murmur on it. Maybe they're murmuring. Could be. Let's get this thing open, get it into the glass, see what we got, guys. I've been real impressed with what Funk Brewing is doing. Very cloudy coming out. Looks like a New England style IPA. Or double IPA, I should say. Very cloudy, very hazy. So we got it almost all in there, except for the last little swig. About a finger and a half of head on this one. Looks like orange juice in the glass, guys. Definitely an unfiltered beer. Looks very reminiscent of a New England style. To the nose we go. Big time citrusy notes. Hints of guava, pineapple. I'm looking for the strawberries that Untapped has, but maybe there. It does have a very nice sweetness to it. And Rico's thinking Aussie hops, which usually have a little bit of spicy notes to it. I'm not getting the spicy notes on the nose, might get it in the taste. Smells very pleasant, some tropical fruit notes going on there as well. Smells very pleasant. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Could possibly be some Southern Hemisphere hops in there. There is a slight spiciness to it. Maybe some Galaxy or some other Big Secret or something from down there. Very pleasant. Alcohol is very well hidden. Does have a little bit of hop bite to it, but not overpowering. Very, very pleasant. This is definitely worth picking up if you're into the New England style double IPAs. Very cloudy. It looks like orange juice in the glass here, guys. Let's swirl this around and make sure there's nothing settled down in the bottom of the can, and get the back end pour in here. Seems to be very well carbonated. There's so many outstanding breweries, especially in the New England area, and all across the country and the world, that have jumped on the bandwagon and are producing these beers, and producing them very, very well too. These guys are up in Pennsylvania, so very pleasant. They are doing some really, really tasty stuff at Funk Brewing, so I would buy them if I could get them here. So this is right out of the fridge. Let's sip on it, and we'll come back and see where she drops in. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while now. Very, very tasty beer, guys. Awesome lacing of stuff on the glass. I do get a hint of some spicy notes in there, like Rico mentioned. Maybe there's some Southern Hemisphere hops in this. It is a very pleasant beer, guys. It's definitely worth picking up if you like this style of beer. There is some sediment in the bottom of the glass. Definitely tell it's an unfiltered beer. But it's very pleasant. Nice tropical fruit notes. I am getting hands on some guava and some grapefruit. Nice citrusy notes. Very, very pleasant. Very easy drinking for an 8%. It does have a little bit of bitterness to it, but not overwhelming or anything like that. It's a very tasty beer. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. Just not excited about how they do their labels, since it does go out to distribution and you buy it at the beer store. It's very, very, very hard to read, and I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't make it something that's going to catch your attention if it's sitting on a beer shelf somewhere in a beer store, instead of something like this, which is real hard to read. It is for me anyway. Final chug. Definitely an A beer, guys. I'm going to give this a 98. Very, very pleasant. Definitely worth picking up. I enjoyed this. And like I said, the biggest recommendation I can tell you about a beer is that I would buy it. So, with the amount of beers that went down this guy's neck, that's a pretty good recommendation. If I would buy it, and you like this style of beer, you should buy it if you can get your hands on it. So, with that being said, 98 for me, guys. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 4.3 out of 5 in their outstanding range. It is very tasty. And over to Untappd, final check-in, they have it at 4.22. Still an A beer from those guys also. It's definitely an A beer, guys. Definitely worth picking up. So, with that being said, if you've had Funk Brewing's Murmur, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.